When I was at the IBC show 2019, I noticed a really interesting lens with autofocus capability for the E-mount system. In the big mere possibilities of lenses where the E-mount system offers today, but various established brands, I never thought that I would actually get a great 85mm autofocus lens for a budget price. Thanks Pergear for sending me over this review unit. You can check the link in the description and get a great deal for it. When getting lenses for my professional work, I get really picky and techy, and I actually search all the internet for the best price-performance ratio. After using this lens for 2 weeks, I'm ready to share my thoughts about it. Let's get straight to the unboxing. The lens came in with a white box with the Viltrox sign. Inside you will find the lens cap, the sunshade, manual, warranty card and lens pouch. If you get it through Pergear, you will get also an additional more protective lens pouch and a lens cleaning cloth. The full lens name is Viltrox PFU-RBMH 85mm F1.8 STM autofocus lens for the E-mount system. This is an 85mm F1.8 large aperture lens. It has an HD nano multi-layer coating, electronic aperture and internal focus. Something that I really like is the noiseless STM autofocus motor. From the tests, it's really quiet and it will not be picked up by any chance from your microphone. The lenses have a range from f1.8 to f16 and the weight is 626 grams. From the specs provided and from the feel, this lens is an all-metal build body. This is why the weight of the lens is some kind of substantial. Comparing it to the Sony 85mm equivalent, it's quite a lot more. But I didn't find it too heavy and actually it will balance without any problem on smaller gimbals like the Moza Aircross 2 or the Wibi Lab. If you're actually going to use an 85mm on a lightweight gimbal, you will be fine. The lens hood does a pretty good job for avoiding flares, adding some 5 cm in the length in front of the lens. The front thread size is 72mm, same as my Zeiss 16-35 f4. Let's have a look on the big focus knob. Being a fly-by-wire lens, you can't expect manual focus lens usability, but the sturdy focus knob makes it easy to nail the focus in manual focus mode, and I find it really pleasant to use. The lens doesn't have any dedicated button, and I don't mind. Let's get straight to something that really matters: optical performance in video and auto, and autofocus tests. Lately I have done some shoots with it, and watching through the pictures, I can say 2 things about it. The lens is pretty sharp even wide open at f1.8, and it gives me a great looking soft bokeh behind the subject. Looking through my photos, I could find that the bokeh balls are pretty round and don't suffer much from the cat eye effect that some lenses have. This is maybe due to the 10 elements in 7 groups that makes a good job rendering out the bokeh. There is some chromatic aberration when shooting wide open, and in some kind of a brighter sunlight conditions. And if you stop it down a little bit, the chromatic aberration is almost completely gone. I'm really not a pixel peeper guy, and I don't mind some little imperfections. Actually, my Zeiss 55 that I am filming right now has also a lot of chromatic aberration filming at 1.8. Let's have a look to the autofocus test with various settings on my Sony a7 III. Looking through the video and various autofocus sensitivity options, there can be visible some focus hunting back and forward when moving from the subject, but when actually moving the lens to focus on a subject, I kinda find it good and smooth without focus breathing. Even when panning left to right, the focus is smoothly acquired. The eye autofocus works perfectly and I can say I didn't have any problems shooting in this mode. Let's say 9 out of 10 gets eye autofocus lock. And it also depends on how wide open your lens is. When looking also to some gimbal moves in a flexible autofocus spot, the lens makes a good job keeping the focus on a spot while moving in and out from the subject, even in 100 frames per second Full HD. As far as I tested it, this lens exceeded all my expectations in every parameter. The weight of this lens is another thing. Due to the all-metal build and some cost savings, it's some kind of the heavy side, but not too heavy. I find it really pleasant to hold it on my Sony a7 III body. If you use it on a small APS-C size body, it will feel some kind of a front heavy, but you will be able to get a longer range from approximately 100mm. Let's conclude this review. This lens is priced below the $400 mark, and there is no other 85mm f1.8 autofocus lens for the E-mount system in this price category. Make your own decision from the footage that I showed you. I'm liking it and I'm keeping it. Comment section down below if you have any question. Thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe with the bearing icon to get notified every time I make a new video, and see you on my next one.